Cassandra Terry, your manifesting miracle maker. I began my blog, Manifesting and Making Moves, back in December of 2021, and I started to podcast shortly thereafter. But this week, I'm going to try to take it up a notch and try my hand at video broadcasting, so we will see how it goes. So this week's entry, I just blogged earlier today, and it's entitled Recycling. Learn from it or relive it. And I want to introduce recycling to you in a completely different context, a new, fresh way to look at it, a term that we're all familiar with that we can apply to our lives in a different way. So recycling took on a new meaning for me recently. I had the pleasure of witnessing my nephew graduate from boot camp and become a soldier in the U.S. Army. He had not seen family, friends, familiar faces for about 10 weeks. And he was eager to share with us what his experience had been, what he had overcome, and he was excited. But I noticed that everyone who started with him wasn't graduating. And so I asked him, what happens to the people who didn't complete the requirements of boot camp? And he just kind of casually said, they're recycled. And in that context, for those recruits, they would repeat basic training again in hopes of graduating with the next group. And I thought about that, and this is how I summed it up. They will repeat the lessons until they have proven mastery of those lessons. And the same is true for us. We repeat life lessons and life experiences until we understand and master what it is they have to show us. What is your reoccurring experience? Are you the friend or family member that's always late or short on money? Or are you the one that's always expected to have it all together, to solve everyone else's problems? Do your relationships have a tendency to end the same way? Or you experience the same types of people in and out of your life? Are your feelings often hurt because you feel like the people around you are taking advantage of you? Regardless of the situation, the common denominator is you. You are the constant in each of those experiences, and those experiences have something to teach you. It can be easy to see the fault in the other person, especially if he or she are somehow treating you badly. But if this scenario has played out in your life on more than one occasion, it's time for some introspection. It's time to ask yourself some hard questions in hopes of learning how you are contributing to the situation, in hopes of making the necessary adjustments from what you learn and ending the recycling process once and for all. Be honest with yourself and see what these questions reveal to you about your self-management. Begin by asking yourself, do I have bad habits that are contributing to my situation? Do I procrastinate? Not sure? Ask yourself further, do I wait until the last minute to head out the door? Do I squander my preparation time and am consistently starting a project when the deadline is looming? Am I impulsive in my spending? Is my budget quickly forgotten or ignored if I see something that I really want? Do I often borrow from friends, family, or use payday or title loans? Have I given myself permission to make bad choices with money because deep down I know that there's someone who'll give me money? Am I firm in my responses or am I easily swayed? In order for others to respect what we say, we have to stick to our responses. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. Otherwise, it's clear that a little bit of prodding will change your mind. Do I hear myself repeating the same excuses over and over and over again? Do I follow through on my commitments? And just as important as it is to look at our self-management, we also need to look at relationship management. Ask yourself, do I believe that I deserve better treatment? Has my history taught me that I'm less than? Has past trauma molded me to accept being treated poorly? What about me or my interactions with this person makes them feel okay with treating me this way? Have I communicated my feelings about their behavior? Have I set clear boundaries so that they know that they're crossing a line? Or have my reactions taught them that it's okay to behave this way? Do I excuse the behavior? Do I laugh it off? Do I act as if it didn't happen? What am I afraid of? Do I fear that the relationship will end if I articulate my feelings? Am I afraid of the potential confrontation? Have previous attempts to stand up for myself or express my feelings ended badly? Introspection is important, and it will teach us so much if we are brave enough to honestly walk through it. These questions and others like them will help us begin the journey and realize when we're caught in a loop, cycling through the same life experiences. My sincere hope for each of us is that we'll do the work to show up as the best version of ourselves, and we'll build relationships where we're treated with respect. Stay in tune with yourself and your experiences. Don't get stuck on repeat. This is the one recycling program that we want to bring to an end. In doing so, our lives and our relationships will be richer. Until next time, Cassandra Terry, your Manifesting Miracle Maker, signing off. That concludes this week's episode of Manifesting and Making Moves. It is my sincere hope that there was something that I said that resonated with you, that helped you to begin to do the work that you need to live the life that you deserve. Thank you for joining in.